guys, this is Brenda from Planty Pants. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Planty video. I'm very excited today. I've been looking forward to doing this video. First, if you have not watched any of my videos before, I do all plant videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so if that's your cup of tea, because it certainly is mine and I drink it frequently. It is Saturday morning and I have spent most of the morning repotting, doing a bunch of plant chores, and the first thing I want to do today is give you a little bit of an update. I did a video on with me cutting back my Syngonium mojito a few weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I have pieces rooting in my IKEA cabinet. The roots are looking beautiful. I don't see any growth coming up yet out of the moss, but the roots are gorgeous. So let me just show you this. Hold on. This is the piece that, forgive my lights, this is the piece that was left. As you can see, look, first of all, my Syngonium mojito, the leaves didn't look anything like this. Look at that leaf. Oh my gosh. And look at the other one that's coming up. It is absolutely stunning. So I am thrilled. I wish I'd cut it sooner. Thrilled with the new color. It's much, hopefully, yeah, you can see it real good right there. Much whiter white. There really wasn't any white in my other one, so this is crazy. So yeah. So there's that little update for you. I told you I'd update you, and I am. All right. So now what I'm gonna do? So now what I'm gonna do is share with you my my north. Is it my north? It's the sunniest window. I can't even think of what it is right now, but where all my moss poles are, and my more rare plants. I wanted to give you an update on how they all look, how they're doing with the poles, and yeah. So tell me what you think. Hold on. Okay. So this is a southern exposure window, and it gets the most sun. The sun comes up right over there in the kind of that way in the east. So I am going to be talking about these plants right here in this window today. So hopefully I can manage, not mess up too much. First of all, this is my husband and I had installed these oak rods with just some cast iron hooks a few months ago, and so obviously we don't have any curtains. We have no curtains anywhere actually in the house, and well, except for one room. And this just allows all the sun that I could possibly get to come into this window during the day. And I always have it, I always pull it up, even when it's a cloudy day. All right, so first of all, I'll just talk about these hanging plants here. This little pot, of course, is, well, there's some beneficial mites that I am using, cucumeris. So this is a string of hearts, and you know what, you guys, I have a love-hate relationship with string of hearts because they get tangled. They live tangled. So I started with just a few strands here, and oh my gosh, it's already all the way down to there. I'm probably going to be moving it because I don't like it there. It gets in my way with my moss poles. But this is a string of hearts. She seems to love this little spot, getting a lot of sun. But she's doing all right. String of hearts. And then here in Leca, I have a Hoya pubicalis pink silver. I hope the lighting's okay. I have like every single light on, you guys. Hoya pubicalis pink silver. She has never flowered. I started her in this a few months ago, but she's growing so much. Let me turn her around for you so you can see. Lots of new growth. This is a whole new piece right here, and She loves it. She loves it there. She loves it. Hoya Pubicalix Pink Silver. Here I just have a cute little propagating vessel that I bought with a couple of pieces of Creeping Charlie, which are very nicely rooted in there. Oops. And Watermelon Peperomia, 2 little pieces that are also rooting. So these are rooting really, really well, and they're pretty much ready to be planted. I just haven't taken the time to plant them yet. And then in this crazy gnarly pot, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, you guys. It is a jasmine, a flowering jasmine. It's never flowered. It's never done anything. Right now it has tons of new growth. Like, let me see if I can show you. Like, see right here? It's got new growth on like every single stem. So I don't know, maybe this is going to be the year that it's actually going to do something. I have it in a really cute little coconut planter. This is the variegated jasmine plant. So there's that. And let's see, we'll go ahead and start with my Manjula pothos back there. Now this is the moss pole. I did a moss pole video. This is a moss pole that I'm not crazy about because I find it to be really, I don't even know how to say it, wobbly, rickety. Here, I'll show you if I can just, oh no, I have it staked now with a stake right there. So, but I think the Manjula pothos is doing pretty good on this pole. I'm assuming that she's starting to root into the moss, but I don't really know for sure. The leaves are getting a little bit bigger, but the jury's still out on this Manjula pothos. But there's my Manjula pothos, and she has the moss pole. This moss pole has wire in it, and it actually bends any which way you want to bend it. So you can actually make a heart out of it, you can make a circle out of it, whatever you want. Okay. And then right here in the front is my Syngonium Chia Pence, and I absolutely love this plant. I love these moss poles. I have quite a few of them now. I've only used like one, this one, but I love how easy it was to put together and how stable it is just sitting in the pot. But this Chia Pence, I got it was only like 2 leaves. And she is just growing, and look at the size of this leaf right here, the newest leaf. No, excuse me, this is the newest one. It's not hardened off yet, it's still growing, but look how big the leaves are. Super, super beautiful. I love this Syngonium Chia Pence, super easy to grow. I mean, like literally all of these plants are easy to grow in my opinion, except for maybe one, which I'll mention when I get there. But so this is my Syngonium Chia Pence. All of these plants, literally every single one of these plants gets a drink every week, just about. I mean, I literally check them every week for sure. All right, so let me just get this alocasia out of the way. So back here is my Philodendron Silver Sword, and she's really going, let me just pick this right up, hold on. She's really growing great on this moss pole. Really, really great, actually. Let me turn it around here for you so you can see how she's climbing right up that pole. Very, very happy Philodendron Silver Sword. And super easy to grow. Super easy to grow. So I have her back there. And that's a homemade moss pole that I made. And I have these cool little watering vessels to keep the moss pole moist. I do it like twice a week. I have 3 of them here. I have a couple more, but I usually leave them there because I'm afraid I'm going to break them handling them all the time, which, believe me, would happen. So yeah, there's my Philodendron Silver Sword. And back here is my Alocasia Yucatan Prince. Very beautiful alocasia. I will say that alocasias can be very, very, very fussy in that they just love spider mites. Spider mites just get on them, and I can't even explain why or how, but they do. And it's a constant battle. I haven't had them lately, but that certainly doesn't mean that I won't. So let me just turn this guy around a little bit. So yeah, this is called Alocasia Yucatan Prince. Beautiful, beautiful alocasia. I just love the leaves. They're so big and pretty. All right, so I am next going to talk about I have to pick it up from the floor. Sorry guys, I don't know why I did this, but I did. Oh my goodness, philodendron. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to figure out what it is. Let me just tell you this. I'm gonna preface it by telling you that this was doing much better, and I noticed that it had thrips on it again. So I treated it, and there haven't been any lately, but it took its toll on the plant. As you can see, I am really struggling. Look at this poor piece. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I'm really, really bummed about it. I was so happy when I finally got this on the pole. This one might be okay, but I'm not sure. That this one is struggling, as you can see. So, yeah, I'm really kind of bummed about this one, you guys. I'll have to put the name down for, I think it's a Splendid, but I'm not positive. So yeah, there's that one. And then this, I'm just gonna put it back right here. I just repotted it today. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not doing a good job with this camera. This is my Alocasia zebrina, and it's called that for obvious reasons, because of the stems, which are really cool looking. And the leaves aren't extremely remarkable, in my opinion, but they are really cool and very easy to grow. I have this one staked up with just one of these wire stake things because it tends to sprawl too much and the leaves sometimes break. And this one is on its way out, but it's not quite out yet, so I'm just gonna wait till it's a little bit more dead before I cut it off. Okay, back here, let me move this one out of the way. Back here is my Philodendron Splendid, and I'm pretty happy with how, let me move this Hilo Beauty a little bit. I'm pretty happy with how this plant is doing on the pole. She's growing pretty nicely. This leaf, this newest leaf, is a nice size, but she's struggling a little bit too, you guys, honestly. But I think she's gonna be okay. These newest leaves are pretty big. So I just have to keep a real close eye on it. And unfortunately, I only have these two pieces and I put them right beside each other. Well, I kind of wish I had done one on the other side of the pole, but I didn't. This leaf right here is rough. I think I'm going to, well, I just did. So yeah, this is my Philodendron Splendid, again on a homemade pole. So I have 3 homemade poles on this shelf. All right, and then back here, I have my Alocasia Hilo Beauty, which I did a video on just a couple of weeks ago because I had to repot it, and it is so beautiful. I love this plant. I absolutely love, like, this is the newest leaf. It's all hardened off now, but look how beautiful that is. Golly, I just love it so much. Again, this is a pretty thirsty plant. She gets a little bit, I think, every week just about. So yeah, and then the last one that I have on a moss pole on this shelf, I'm going to put it back right now because I had to move it, is my Monstera Adansonii, and I have it on this moss pole. She's doing pretty good. She's growing, not really attaching itself to the pole yet, but she hasn't been in here for very long, but she's growing pretty nice. My my Philodendron my Monstera Adansonii. My goodness, make up your mind, Brenda. Monstera Adansonii. All right, here we have a bird of paradise. She's putting out a new leaf, so that's really exciting. She's only given me 2 leaves since I've had her, so she has grown, but just not a lot. So it's a bird of paradise, and in front of it is my Sansevieria cylindrica. And that has grown hugely since I got it as well. This guy doesn't get much water at all. Sansevieria cylindrica. Let me just break this little piece off right there. I don't know if I can. Nope, I can't. All right, let's just go ahead and do these 2 as well. So this in the back is my ponytail palm. And look how big it is. I almost lost this. but she came back. She looks really good, very healthy. And of course my Ficus Tainiki right here in the front. And she's doing well too. Not so much of a rare plant, but I love her, and she does really well in this window, the sun in this window. And she actually doesn't look all that great right now, I'm noticing. That's not good. So I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on this. I don't see anything, but oh my gosh. See, it's always something, you guys. Man. All right. All right, now I'll show you these down here. First, let me show you this one in the back. It's my philodendron squamitarum. I bought this plant at a nursery just because I fell in love with the petioles, because they were so freaking cool looking. However, shortly after I got it, it started not looking good, so I repotted it. This new leaf is new, and it's growing really slowly. So if anyone knows anything about these plants, I mean, I don't give it much water. It doesn't seem to be drinking. The roots were fine when I repotted it, but I really don't want to lose it. I just want to, because the petioles are red when it gets more mature, and they're so beautiful. So if anyone has any tips on what I can or cannot do to help this guy out, please feel free to let me know. I love your comments. I need your comments. All right, here in the front we have my philodendron pink princess. Again, this is a newer plant, and this is my newest leaf. It's just finishing unfurling. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I just, I like this plant a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't think I'd ever own one because I thought they were overpriced, but this one wasn't that expensive, and it was just so pretty. And she's got a little baby already as well. That was not there when I bought the plant. So clearly it's doing okay. And behind that, I have my Alocasia scalprum. I showed you this plant when I first got it. These are the two newest leaves right here in the front. Oh my land, look at this. This has become, ever since I bought it, one of my favorite plants, and I'm super excited because there's actually two in there, as you can see, two. And I just think this is a beautiful plant, and they're easy to grow, and I'm super excited to have added it to my collection. I think it's gorgeous, and I love it. All right, here in the front I have just a succulent on this shelf, and I have it here because it needs full sun and because I just feel like it needs to be front and center, and I want to see it every single day. I love this plant. I think it's beautiful. It is so unique, so easy to grow, and this thing only gets a drink like not even twice a month, but look how beautiful it is. I think I might hang it eventually because I think it would look really cool if it just continued to grow and hang. But yeah, I'm sorry, that's why it's there. It's not really rare, I don't think, but I love it, and it's here on one of my favorite plant stands. All right, so in the back here, I have my philodendron bipennifolium, and this plant is, I think I started this from cuttings, so it's really doing well. You can see the new growth. I have two pieces in here, and both pieces have new growth, and I'm pretty excited about that. Very cool looking plant. I love philodendron. These are a little bit thirsty. She gets a drink, but not a lot, like every 10 days maybe. All right, so here in front, I have my philodendron camposportoinum. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, you guys. If there's another name, let me know, but look at that leaf. Look how beautiful, and it's growing. I've gotten so many new leaves, you guys, since I've gotten it. I feel like this one, and it's pushing a third one are new. So philodendron camposportoinum, there's another name, let me know. But this is a beautiful plant. She gets a drink every week. She tends to be more thirsty than the others. And speaking of that, this philodendron Mayoi is thirsty as well. Beautiful, beautiful philodendron. Very excited to have it in my collection. She's thirstier than my other philodendrons. And look at that new leaf coming right there. Beautiful. I can't wait to see it. I just love this plant so much. And it has more new growth right here. So there's 2 plants in this one as well. So I'm so excited that hopefully it's going to be a nice full plant. So yes, this is my philodendron Mayoi. And then also on this shelf I have a cute little lemon lime marantha. And y'all, I struggle so much with these plants, but I love the lemon lime is like my favorite one. But I'm telling you, I water them with rainwater. And I just moved it here because I felt like, oh look, I got a little bit of growth. I just moved it here because I felt like maybe it would grow better because it really hasn't grown much. I thought maybe it needed more sun. So it is putting out a little bit more growth. So maybe this was what I needed to do, but I am not sure. But it's a beautiful plant anyway. So yeah, so this is one of my favorite windows in the house. I actually just look at all of my plants every single day. I try to, because things happen so fast, and when you have as many plants as me, it's easy for things to get out of hand. So I try not to let that happen, but unfortunately it does occasionally anyway. So that is my video for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my little living room tour. It was only a one window, but I have a lot of plants, so it still took, what, 25 minutes? So I hope you learned a little something. I struggle just like everybody else struggles with their plants. It's trial and error for me, and right now things are going pretty good. But I'm telling you, I threw 2 plants away today, so I should do videos about throwing away plants when they're just, when I'm done, when I'm finished trying to nurture them back to health. Take too much time and energy, then it's time to say bye-bye. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and click the notification button so that when I make another one, you can be there to see it. Until next time, please take care of yourselves. Christmas is coming soon. Happy Christmas to all of you. God bless you all. Jesus is the reason for the season in my life. So God bless.